Okay, here are 5 plants that are really great for beginners, even if you're somebody who's forgetful like me. First up is this Peperomia San Marino. They're also pet friendly and they have these really cool red backs right here. You give them bright light for best results, but they can live in a medium light scenario as well. Just make sure wherever you put them, you can look out and see a nice wide view of the sky. And then you take a little chopstick and you put it down about 50% into the soil. And when you bring it on out and it's dry, you give it a good soak. Very underrated, the Peperomia. Now this one is called Anthurium red flag, and there are a lot of anthuriums that are much more difficult to care for. Collector anthuriums, I call them. But the Anthurium red flag is tough as nails. We give them bright light for best results. The new leaves come out like a really nice red, sort of purpley color, and we water them when they're about 50% dry, again using our little trick. But even if you go 100% dry, they're gonna look exactly like this. They're very forgiving for beginners. This next one you may have already heard of. This is the ZZ plant, but it's the dark form. It's the ZZ Supernova. Look how symmetrical and beautiful this plant is. We give them bright light for best results, but they're known to withstand low light with the best of them. And you can use your little chopstick watering trick. Water them when they're 100% dry. Put it all the way down there. And you see how there's no wet soil on here? You guys like this trick? That means it's ready to be watered. So you can give it 100% really thorough soak. Just water it over and over and over again. Fantastic beginner-friendly plant. So again, wherever you set them, you put them down, wherever you want to put them on a shelf or something like that. And when you look out from its point of view, you should be able to see some sky. You see my leaves are right here and the sky is right there. That means this plant is going to live in this location. This is a bromeliad, and the reason I love them for beginners is because they'll actually communicate with you. For best results, you put them in bright light and you water every time the topsoil dries out. So you can physically just touch the topsoil, and if it's dry, give the whole plant a really thorough soak. But what I mean about communicating is if you put it in too low of light for too long, it'll fade. It won't be so vibrant in their color. And if you let the plant go too dry in between watering, the colors will also fade. So put it back in bright light, water it every time the topsoil dries out, and the color returns. So it's really great at communicating, which is great for beginners. My last one is called Gasteria Durban, and it's also really a symmetrical grower. We put them in bright light for best results, but it can do low light as well. So again, make sure wherever you put it, it can see some sort of sky, or at least you can see some sort of sky from its perspective. Water it when all of the soil has dried out. So use your little chopstick trick to make sure that all of the soil is dry before you give it that thorough soak. And a little bonus tip, when you're keeping these plants inside, try to keep the leaves dry and just water the soil if you can. Those are 5 beginner-friendly plants that we have here right now. Which ones did we miss? Let us know in the comments.